He who looks through an open window sees fewer things than he who looks through a closed window. I set out to discover the why of it and to transform my pleasure into knowledge. To handle a language skillfully is to practice a kind of evocative sorcery. I can barely conceive of a type of beauty in which there is no melancholy. Through the unknown, we'll find the new. The insatiable thirst for everything which lies beyond and which life reveals is the most living proof of our immortality. Let us beware of common folk, common sense, sentiment, inspiration, and the obvious. I should like the fields tinged with red, the rivers yellow and the trees painted blue. Nature has no imagination. An oasis of horror in a desert of boredom. It always seems to me that I should feel well in the place where I am not. Inspiration comes of working every day. It is the hour to be drunken, to escape being the martyred slaves of time. Be ceaselessly drunk, on wine, on poetry, or on virtue as you wish. Passion I hate and spirit does me wrong. Let us love gently. The beautiful is always strange. Forest, I fear you. In my ruined heart, your roaring wakens the same agony as in cathedrals when the organ moans, and from the depths I hear that I am damned. Unable to suppress love, the church wanted at least to disinfect it, and it created marriage. And drunk with my own madness, I shouted at him furiously, "Make life beautiful, make life beautiful." The devil's hand directs our every move. The things we loathed become the things we love. But what does it matter what reality is outside myself, so long as it has helped me to live, to feel that I am and what I am? All which is beautiful and noble is the result of reason and calculation. Always be a poet, even in prose. One should always be drunk. That's all that matters. But with what? With wine, with poetry, or with virtue, as you chose. But get drunk. Genius is nothing more nor less than childhood recaptured at will. A book is a garden, an orchard, a storehouse, a party, a company, by the way, a counselor, a multitude of counselors. La plus belle des ruses du diable est de vous persuader qu'il n'existe pas. The beautiful is always bizarre. Remembering is only a new form of suffering. If the word doesn't exist, invent it, but first be sure it doesn't exist. What strange phenomena we find in a great city. All we need do is stroll about with our eyes open. Life swarms with innocent monsters. Strangeness is a necessary ingredient in beauty. My heart is lost, the beasts have eaten it. I am a cemetery by the moon unblessed. Extract the eternal from the ephemeral. I have cultivated my hysteria with pleasure and terror. Life has but one true charm, the charm of the game. But what if we're indifferent to whether we win or lose? What can an eternity of damnation matter to someone who has felt, if only for a second, the infinity of delight? Evil is committed without effort, naturally, fatally. Goodness is always the product of some art. Even when she walks, one would believe that she dances. A multitude of small delights constitute happiness. I have felt the wind on the wing of madness. As a small child, I felt in my heart two contradictory feelings, the horror of life and the ecstasy of life. I am unable to understand how a man of honor could take a newspaper in his hands without a shudder of disgust. You walk on corpses, beauty undismayed.